Okay, now the guys that are in power right now, you guys, you are some of the brightest of the bright. Let me start this out by saying, and I know a lot of people are going to get upset about this, but God's right hand angel, the brightest of the bright, the morning star, Lucifer, volunteered to anchor the dark. It took the brightest of the bright to hold the dark so that we could experience duality, so we could play this game. A lot of you guys that are in allegiance with the brightest of the bright, but now on the darkest of the dark, you've controlled everything. You've controlled our governments, you've controlled our food supply, you've controlled the monetary, you've controlled the education, you've controlled the way people think, you've controlled the religions, you've controlled the whole thing. And it's time to wake up. It's time to end the game. That's what the surrender that we've been talking about is. I mean, right now, we've got 144,000 minimum activated individuals on this planet. We're ascending this planet. We want you to come with us. You helped make this happen. We couldn't do it without you. We could not have the duality games without you. We could not have experienced all that we have experienced without you doing your job. And you've done a fantastic job of it. Now, there's going to be a lot of light workers here that goes, well, they killed everybody. They're so dark. They're negative souls. Well, you have to understand, this is all a game. There is really no death. Yeah, there's misery. Yes, there's all the different emotional traumas. Yes, there's the suffering that's in the lower duality experiment that we all feel. Yes, I hurt when you slap me. But that is part of the game. That is what we came here to experience. And now it's time to wake up. And the awakening is the remembering of the game. That's the remembering of the game. The remembering of the game is why we came here. We came here to experience the darkness, to experience the duality. If you don't experience the darkness, you don't know what light is. We also came here to find out the proper levels of negativity so that we can, in the higher dimensions, continue our ascension process for conflict resolution, so we can find our way back home, so we can make decisions, so that we won't hit a certain level and get stuck. And that's what the duality game has been all about. And the guys on the dark side, the Illuminati, and you think you're on the light side, or you think that we haven't got enough resources. The Illuminati have been, and the Masons have been, the masters of the material world. Now, the masters of the material world is what made all this, all the things that we're experiencing. But we really don't need to do it with hammers and nails. We really don't need to do it by digging up metals out of the earth. When you start understanding manifestation on the higher levels, we can do it with our thought. We can do it with our focused vision of what we see and speaking it forth and sending it out in the wholeness of our heart and our, again, connection to everything through the lower chakras. This is how it's done. We all know how it's done. But you guys on the dark side, y'all have hit a level, and that is fourth dimensional. By being in your head, by being in the ego, you cannot go higher. You cannot ascend to the highest levels. And you've got to shift into your heart. You've got to activate your chakras. You've got to, become multidimensional. Fourth dimension is a very low way of being. It's a very limited thought form. It's still in separation. It's still in a cycle of live, die, and struggle trying to remember every time that you do it, and going through all the pains. And we're ascending right now, and there's millions of us ascending on this planet right now. We're taking this planet with us, and we want you to come along. We want you to wake up. We want you to remember why you're here. And we also want you to look at what's happened. The people that have been hurt when you're in 3D and 4D, it's a karmic game. And you will bear this karma if you do not learn how to release the karma, how to forgive, to ask forgiveness of those people who you've harmed, and to forgive yourself, and to let those emotions go, and to learn to feel compassion for all life. And everything is life. I don't care whether it's an ant or a rock or a tree or a mosquito or a human being. It's all consciousness. All consciousness is life. All consciousness is God. Everything is consciousness. And you've got to remember that we're all one. I mean, we are all part of the same whole, part of the same being. And you've got to learn to love again and feel that compassion for everything, for all consciousness, for all life forms. And learn to activate yourselves. Learn how to shift from the ego and the duality, right brain, left brain, down into the wholeness of your heart, and to truly feel that love. And feel that love for all life. We forgive you. We know the game. I forgive you. God forgives you. God's all it is. Lucifer will forgive you. We want Lucifer to come along too. He's the right-hand man. You know, this has all just been a game. I know a lot of people are not going to understand the level of consciousness that I'm speaking from. They're going to say, you're crazy. But this is the game. It's in your books. It's in your holy books. A lot of us have been telling this story for some time and you thought it's nuts. This is how it works. This is what's happened. And we're all here. Everybody on this planet came to experience it. And they came to see Mother Earth ascend. And we're also ascending the whole universe. See, so many of us on this planet, we're representatives of other civilizations. And not everybody in all those other civilizations could come experience duality and come experience this game that we've been playing for so many eons now. But these same people that are on the other civilizations, through the eyes of their ambassadors here, they get to experience the life and they get to experience the emotions. They get to see what it is to live in duality. And so you have whole civilizations that are going through the ascension process because of their ambassadors that are here on Earth. And we're ascending this planet. We've already reached that 144,000 mark to send out the ripples to the rest of humanity. And it's happening. Mother Earth's vibrations are coming up. It's the divine plan. Now, if you don't, and here's the problem, if you don't wake up, if you don't switch the light side, if you don't stop doing what you're doing, you're going to be removed from the planet. You're going to be taken to the galactic center and terminated. And I'm not talking just physical being, I'm talking the soul. As we're not having any more of this, and we want you to come with us, you know. It's already been told to you that this is going to happen if you don't surrender, if you don't quit. You will be removed, and we don't want you to be removed. You're heroes. You're heroes. I know a lot of people aren't going to like that, but you are. Without you, we couldn't experience this, and it took the toughest of the tough. It took the brightest of the bright to do the job that you're doing. Queen, George Bush, Dick Cheney, all the Rockefellers, all you guys. You know, come on, wake up. Remember who you are. Remember why we're here. Remember the game. Remember what we're here to do. It wasn't to master materialism. Yeah, that was it during this whole past cycle since Atlantis. We wanted to get as far away from source as possible. And it took the darkest of the dark to make the lightest of the light. The darkest of the dark times to make the lightest of the light times. It makes balance. That's the law of the universe, making balance. And the game's up. All I'm asking is, guys, it's time to surrender. It's time to join us. It's time to come out and tell the truth. Let the media know what's going on. Give the money to the people that they so deserve, that you've taken from all of us. You've stolen all the resources. And stolen, that was the game. But it's time to give it back. And it's time to take care of everybody on this planet, for us all to have all that we need so that we can work on our spiritualism before Mother Earth ascends. We want to bring 7 billion people in this ascension. I know it's prophesied that only 10% make it through, and then some people are saying only 1% make it through, but I want to see all 7 billion of us make it through. All the universal Melchizedeks and Earth ascended Melchizedeks want to see 7 billion of us make it through this. And you're going to have, it's time. You guys were supposed to surrender here on the solstice. You were supposed to come out and tell the world. The media was supposed to come out and tell it. And, we know what you're trying to do. It's so obvious. We're telling the story, and all we're asking you is give it up. Please come to the light. Let's join hands. Let's do this together. There's no need to have you exterminated, removed from all time, removed from the Kosh, removed from existence. You did a fantastic job. Let's go to the next level. Okay? So all the Illuminati, all your religions, all the guys controlled by it, all the guys controlling the corporations, your banksters, become bankers again. Give the money away. It's only fiat money. It's cutting down trees and growing some cotton and adding a little silver dye in it. And it doesn't really have any value. It has value because we're trading it. We really don't need it, but there's so many people that are lost in the illusion that believe that it has substance, and believe that we have to have it to trade for things, and that's not true. Those of us that are beyond that now, we know we can have whatever it is we want whenever we want it. All we have to do is call for it. Anyway, there's a lot of unawakened people on this planet, and you can redeem yourselves, Illuminati. You can redeem yourselves by helping to wake them up, by telling the story that I've just told. It's a very great story, and you should be proud of yourselves. But you also should not throw away your existence, because that's what's getting ready to happen. There are those of us who have remembered this game all along. We've been trying to tell the story for a long time, and those of you who have told everybody we're crazy and y'all tried to lock us up and kill us, and took out several people that I highly admired, and they're not dead. I know it's just a game, but it's time to change this game in the highest way possible, and the highest way possible is let's join hands and ascend this planet. Let's do it spiritually. We need to clean up Mother Earth. She's going through this portal. She's going through a dimensional shift. You can feel it. It's happening. I want to see 7 billion people do this transition. That's what it's about. The 40-day events that started in 2009, I was called to start. We got the original 8,000 that was needed for that ripple. It's grown into the 144,000 as the Venus transit occurred, and it's growing into tens of millions. Let's make it billions. We need your help. We want you there, Illuminati. And the way to do it is by remembering. Go inside, remember the game. Go inside, remember the game. Stop the war, stop the chaos. Start feeding the people. Release the money from the Vatican. Release the money from the queens. Stop this insanity with all the wars. Let's stop this. Let's change it. You're our brethren. We love you. We are the light. We want you back to the light. Okay, guys. I'll quit it there. Love you.